Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be my top discontinued fragrances. There are a couple that I didn't include here because when I looked them up, for example Floral Botanica, I could still find them at like discounters like at Fragrance X and Fragrance Net. These are a little harder to find. If I find them, they're usually way overpriced. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through these fragrances and then I'm going to give you guys an alternative. Now they're not all exact, but I'm gonna try my hardest to give you something that might give you a similar feeling. But first, before we get into the video, I did wanna say thank you to Ana Luisa for sending me these beautiful pieces. Now I have purchased from Ana Luisa. I'm actually wearing a combination of pieces that they've sent to me as well as pieces that I've picked up myself. So they are currently having a Black Friday sale where if you buy one, you get one 60% off. You know, it wouldn't be a video for me if I wasn't out here correcting myself. So currently they are running a Cyber Monday from now until December 6th, where if you buy one, you get 165% off. So I wanted to pop in here real quick because the sale that's currently running is actually a little bit more of a savings, but also because I wanted to show you my pieces because they did come in. The pieces they sent me was this necklace, just so you can kind of see up close, along with these two bracelets, a gold and a silver. These are sold separately, but this ring set that I picked up is actually sold as a set. So I thought this was a nice way to kind of complete the look. And then I also picked up these hoop earrings because I've been needing some kind of nice small hoop earrings for work. So I felt like this kind of pulled the entire look together. And your girl did take advantage of this sale herself. I have more pieces coming my way, but they sent me this beautiful two-tone bracelet and I wanted the two-tone ring, so I went ahead and picked that up. And then I kind of wanted to finish my look off with some beautiful hoop earrings. I've been needing some gold earrings for work, so I did go ahead and pick the ring set, and then I got the hoops for 60% off. So I would say if you need any more kind of last minute gift ideas, Ana Luisa's perfect because not only are they having the sale that's going on, they always have some kind of sale running through the holidays, but their shipping is fast. Usually when I order from them, I get it within like 5 to 7 business days. So if you're needing another kind of Christmas gift idea, I would say check out Ana Luisa. I will link all their information and whatever sale they have going on at the moment in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get into the video. And what actually inspired this video was Dossier's Floral Pink Pepper, which is an inspiration to Miss Dior's Cherie, the 2017 version. This time they did send me two. I'm gonna go over Woody Peony, which is an inspiration to Ex Nihilo Fleur Narcotique in my last haul of 2022. So I do wanna go over this one in more detail at a later date. This video, what inspired this was Miss Dior's, the 2017, because I've been looking for a 30 ml and I haven't been able to find it. And I tested out the new 2021 and I didn't like it. It was way too floral. Now, Floral Pink Pepper, again, is inspired by it, and I don't have them to go side by side, but they're close enough that it's very reminiscent because I do know what the 2017 smells like. I'm kicking myself for not picking it up when I had the chance, but yeah, I'm gonna say this is close, but I can't say with 100% certainty without having both to kind of compare them. But in the air, it's definitely one that I feel like people would think that I'm wearing. Anyone who knows Miss Dior would think I have on that older version. So this is your option if you didn't get your hands on the 2017 version. Again, I don't have them to compare them side by side, but it is reminiscent. It is giving me Miss Dior vibes. This one has bergamot, lychee, orange, middle notes of rose, jasmine, pink pepper, and base notes of patchouli, blonde woods, and vanilla. This is just your warm floral fragrance. Kind of sexy, it's kind of balsamic, it's powdery, fruity, sweet. Again, if you didn't get your hands on that 2017 version and you're not crazy about the 2021, you might want to check out Floral Pink Pepper from Dossier. They are currently running a Black Friday deal. I don't know how long that's gonna last, so I'm gonna link whatever sale is going on right now in the description box below. Okay, so these are in no particular order. I usually discover when something's discontinued when I talk about a fragrance in my video, and then when I go to link it, it's not there. So the first one that I'm slowly starting to realize is not there is Van Cleef & Arpels Santal Blanc. And I'm sure you could still find this somewhere. I found this one on Mercari. If I do find anything, I'm gonna only link it if I trust the seller. But this is gonna fall under the family of like Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Her. This doesn't smell exactly like that one. That one's definitely stronger. It's a little bit more beastly. It's one that when my sister comes over, I know when she's wearing it. It's one that I kind of made Dennis sick one time wearing it to bed, because Zadig and Voltaire, while it's a beautiful sandalwood scent, it's a little bit more spicy. It's a little bit more lactonic. This one has fig that kind of comes off a little coconutty to my nose, and it's not nearly as spicy as that one. Another one that I would say falls in the same family, but it leans more like Zadig and Voltaire, like on that side, is Gris de Charnel by BDK. I know some people don't agree with that. This is my nose, it's what I get. They fall in the same family. They don't smell alike, they just have elements. Again, they fall in the same family. Cousins don't necessarily look alike, but they got similarity. So that's what I mean by they fall in that same kind of sandalwood scent. And the sandalwood in all of them are kind of creamy and very predominant. That's why I get it in a lot of those fragrances. That's what my nose picks up a lot. So if you can't get your hands on Santal Blanc, or you want something a little more spicy, you might want to check Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Her. That's one that I think might be getting discontinued, but I can still find that one. Hey guys, me again. So another fragrance that I wanted to pop in here was Juliet Has a Gun Sunny Side Up. That's one that is maybe a little closer than the other two that I just mentioned, because it has that kind of sandalwood, but instead of the coconutty fig, it actually has a coconut note. And I've recently been testing that one out because I am going to be doing a house review. So that's one that I wanted to pop in here and share as well. So this next one I didn't realize was discontinued until my recent warm spicy video. I went to link it, and everywhere I saw it was priced pretty high for what it is. But that is Modern Muse Le Rouge by Estee Lauder. And it was actually a subscriber, Kiana, who put me onto this one. And I'm so happy that I have this in my collection, especially now that I know that it's discontinued. This is like, to me, a hidden gem. This does smell like other fragrances. Dick La Vie Belle and Rose, that one might still be available. Again, they're not exact, but they're similar. They're kind of that rosy raspberry scent. That one's a little sweeter. They both have pink pepper. That one I think is a little sweeter. This one has something kind of fresh, clean, and chic about it. This one's a little bit more soft, spicy too. I pick up the pink pepper in both, but I pick it up a little bit longer in this one, and it tickles my nose more. So again, that is Modern Muse Le Rouge by Estee Lauder. Okay, then we have Si Le Parfum. And this one pops up every now and again on FragranceNet. And this one, honestly, if you have the 2021 version, they're very similar, but this one is the more holiday version to me. This one's a little bit more vanilla. This one has the incense, so it's a little more sexy, a little more date night, and it's more boozy, which is what I love about this fragrance. I love the booziness in all of the C fragrances. Well, most of them. And this one to me is the most intoxicating. But if you want something similar, I would say get the 2021. To me, the 2021 has elements and notes of this one, and then the original C. So it's definitely the closest to this one. This is kind of like your amber fruity floral. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you want something that, again, smells or vibes similar, the 2021 is not too far off. But I am happy to have this version. Hey guys, editing Becky here. So I can't believe I completely forgot about C Rose Signature 2. It was actually a viewer of mine, Ben, who recently saw my C House review and said he was looking for this one and couldn't find it. And I'm like, hello, why did you forget to include this? This is one of your favorites. This is the original C, but a more rosy daytime version, even though you can wear the C original during the day. But this one, I don't know, there's something a little bit brighter. This one does have mandarin orange, and it's said to have that freesia note, but I don't pick it up in this one. I think that's why I really like this one. And this is actually my second bottle. So I finished my first bottle, and when I saw that they were discontinuing it last year, I was able to pick it up. And now I don't see this one as much online, but it's a beautiful, intoxicating, kind of fruity floral. It's got a little brightness from the mandarin. And this one's definitely more rosy than the other fragrances. Now, there is rose in the new Si Passione Eclat, but I find the Passiones to be kind of standalones, and this one to be more like the original. So this is another one that I'm so sad is gone, and I'm gonna cherish this bottle. And again, that's Si Rose Signature 2. Okay, this next one, I think it's only in the States where you can't get this one. This is Atelier Cologne's Clementine California. And this is a limited edition bottle. That's kind of why I got this fragrance without even knowing what it smelled like. But when I saw that it was like a freshie, I knew I was gonna like it. And I like it because it's a very clementine fragrance. I don't have a lot of like citruses like that. So I do really enjoy this one. This one has ambrette. I'm really loving the note of ambrette. And then it's got that clementine. It's kind of fresh. It's kind of like walking through an orange grove. And then it's musky, gorgeous. There's nothing I can say smells like this, but if you want another clementine scent, Mont Blanc's Signature is one that's another clementine scent. That one's a little bit more like tonic. It's a little more spa-like, but it's clementine forward. So I definitely pick up the same kind of clementine note. Usually, if I see clementine, it's blended in a way that I don't get it. I would say they're both clementine forward scents. I prefer this one because I just love ambrette, and it's more fresh, and it's kind of like spicy from that ambrette. It's got this kind of smokiness to it. So again, that's Atelier Cologne's Clementine California. Okay, so I believe this whole line is discontinued, but we have the Marc Jacobs Decadence fragrances. I can still find this one. This one's getting harder to find. I actually need to wear this one. I like wore it the first year that I got it, and I haven't picked it up since. But this is a beautiful plummy kind of vetiver fragrance. This is kind of unique. I don't really know of any fragrance that smells like this. Yeah. But if you want something kind of plummy, something kind of sexy and sensual, then I would say Narciso Rodriguez Musk Noir Rose. They don't smell the same, but they're that kind of spicy plum fragrance. This one's more woody, this one's more vetiver, but it's got that spicy plum note in here that is also like a spicy plum note that's in Musk Noir, but that one's definitely more Narciso Rodriguez in the background, and it's more rose. So they're definitely not similar, but if you're looking for like a sexy plum kind of fragrance, I would say check out that one. This one's definitely more woody and more vetiver. So I don't know why they discontinued it, because this I find to be kind of unique in the designer world. I will say that I feel like they would have sold this one a little bit better if they didn't use this bottle. You guys know I like my cheesy bottles, and I do like this bottle, but that is what a lot of people complain about this fragrance. So I feel like if it wasn't in that bottle, a lot more people would have purchased it. Okay, these last two are probably the two that I'm really sad were discontinued. So these are kind of neck and neck. But first up is Tom Ford Noir Parfum. And I found out this one was, I already knew that this one was being discontinued, but it's getting harder to find. I was able to pick this up when another lovely subscriber, Wendy, had asked me if I tried it, and she's the one that put me on, and then Kiana, she jumped into the comments and we all had a conversation about this fragrance. I am so happy that I picked this up. I was able to get this one for like $66, and I was able to find it again for, I think it was 130, but it is the 100 ml. This is a beautiful, spicy vanilla fragrance. It's got that coffee that I'm always talking about, even though I've never tried it. I had another subscriber say, girl, you need to go to a store and get your hands on that dessert. So I found one. It's not close, it's in a tourist area, but when we go over there to pick up like stuff from a Brazilian market, I'm gonna tell Dennis, let's head over to the Indian market so I could pick up coffee and finally be able to relate to some of my viewers. It is something that's on my to-do list. There's cardamom in here, it's vanilla. Oh God, this one's just so beautiful. And I'm so sad that it's discontinued. Like they discontinued the unique fragrances. This is kind of lactonic. Again, my kind of vanilla. I'm not big on vanilla, but when it's done like this, it's just beautiful. So this is another one. I don't know of anything that smells like this. I don't know that I can give you anything that's like this. I was racking my brain and couldn't think of it. You guys let me know in the comments below if you have any kind of option for people out there that's looking for like a spicy vanilla. But again, that's Tom Ford Noir Parfum. All right, and then last we have Viktor and Rolf Dancing Roses, and this is from their Magic collection. This whole line was discontinued, and I don't know why they didn't make this one part of a permanent collection because so many people love this fragrance. But this is just, this one I've said is kind of like the name would imply. It kind of dances on your skin. It does go through different stages. It opens up with that boozy, dark cherry liqueur, and then it starts to dry down, and it does get a little medicinal in the mid, and then it dries down to kind of like that tart, rosy fragrance that a lot of people compare to Delina. It's got like that kind of combo. But I would say there's several fragrances that smell similar to this, but nothing that's exact. And I want to say that all three of the ones I'm going to name have Sonia Constant as one of the noses. For me, Angel Nova, the Eau de Parfum, that's one that kind of vibes similar, but it doesn't have that kind of cherry opening. And then Very Good Girl Glam. That's another one that's similar, but that one's a little bit more sour. It's more sour cherry, but it has that cherry vibe and then that kind of tart, kind of rose base that this one has. And then the new Jimmy Choo Forever has that boozy cherry opening that I get in this one. So those are three options that smell and vibe similar. None of them smell exact, but I think the same perfumer is behind all of these fragrances, or at least one of the noses. So they vibe, but none of them are exact, but you're able to find something that in the air kind of gives you that feeling. Because in the end, that's really what perfume is. Like there are people who have mistaken Cloud for BR 540 because people aren't sniffing them the way we do. And when we do that, we tend to pick up more notes and we can kind of smell the differences. But in the air, it kind of gives you the same vibe. Those are my top discontinued fragrances. These are fragrances that I know they're getting harder and harder to find. Let me know in the comments below, what are some of your top discontinued fragrances? But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.